是一条让我能触摸祖先的路。
या ठिकाणी नोकरी धंदा व व्यवसाय या संधी 12 महिने उपलब्ध असतात.
这里又顿的财富。Bu gaz kuburu bizga kirsa keladi.
I am working in wind farm and as well as for my hometown.
มีความเข้าใจซึ่งกันและกัน
I believe very soon I will see the train traveling and I use it in travel.
Brand new Asia.
Tương lai của chúng ta sẽ ngày càng tốt đẹp hơn.
一带一路。
Chinese President Xi Jinping delivered an historic speech. He opened his remarks with a reference to a famous trade route that once linked the two countries.
我的家乡，中国陕西省，就位于古丝绸之路的起点。站在这里，回顾历史，我仿佛听到了山间回荡的声声驼铃，看到了大漠飘飞的袅袅孤烟。这一切让我感到十分的亲切。为了使欧亚各国经济联系更加紧密，相互合作更加深入，发展空间更加广阔，我们可以用创新的合作模式，共同建设丝绸之路经济带。这是一项造福沿途各国人民的大事业。
October 2013, President Xi addressed the Indonesian parliament. Southeast Asia, he said, had in ancient times occupied a key position on another major trade route, the maritime Silk Road. He proposed that China and the Association of Southeast Asian Nations should, by enhancing their cooperation at sea, build a maritime Silk Road in the 21st century. calculated the planet's circumference by referring to the angle of elevation of the sun at noon at the summer solstice in two places, Alexandria and Syene, which is modern-day Aswan. Based on this calculation, Eratosthenes set about mapping the known world. However, the map he drew, the first by a European, included only the area from the Caspian Sea to Ethiopia and from Britain to the Ganges. The lands further east, beyond the Ganges, were still unknown in the west. The boundaries of Eratosthenes' world were later be extended by another Greek astronomer, Claudius Ptolemy. Ptolemy's map includes lands east of the Ganges, including Serica and Sinai, which approximate to today's China. It also attempts to gauge the distance from Europe to Asia, westward across the sea. A 15th century translation is believed to have inspired a famous voyage by a navigator called Christopher Columbus, some 1,300 years after Ptolemy produced the original. European eyes were opened to the lands further east beyond the Ganges by travelers who came westward to conduct trade. These eastern visitors started arriving around the time of Ptolemy. It was along this trade route that silk was brought to Rome. Soon, the elegant fabric from the faraway country was in great demand among the empire's nobility. In Rome, the mysterious land where it originated became known as Serica, the country of silk, and the people who lived there as the serfs. Romans wondered what this mysterious place and its people might look like. The poet Virgil, in describing the earth, wrote that they shear slender wool from tree leaves. The arrival of silk transformed the ancient Romans' understanding of world geography. It inspired the desire to expand the Roman influence further to the east. One of the most prized exhibits at the Shanxi History Museum is a gilt bronze silkworm. The gilt coating has been damaged, but the silkworm retains its original shape. The head is raised high, as if spitting out a silk thread. Discovered in Sichuan County, Shanxi, the piece dates back to China's Western Han Dynasty over 2,000 years ago. Historical records show that sericulture and silk reeling were flourishing in Sichuan at the time of the Han Dynasty. Evidence has been discovered of a large-scale workshop employing as many as 1,000 people. At the time, a gilt bronze silkworm was given as an official award to the owners of large silkworm farms. References to silkworms, mulberry, and silk are found in China's oldest oracle bone scripts. They date from the 12th century BC, some 1,300 years before the time of Ptolemy. It was thanks to Ptolemy that the West began to associate the land they called Serica with China.
The story of China is a story of change. We tell the story because we believe what happens here makes the world different every day.
Life is a journey of discovering different perspectives. We are young, open-minded, and dynamic. We push the envelope and think out of the box.
CCTV News is one of the voices in the world, and our voice is new and loud.
I am from America, but I live and work in China. Great powers have big stories. CCTV News is watching closely.
I like sharp but informed opinions. Television is not just a show. We deliver a voice of reason through balanced dialogue and very tough discussions. We believe ideas matter.
One for all. China 24.
Eventually, the Western colonial system entered its twilight period. After World War II, mass liberation movements swept across Asia and Africa. The new countries that emerged faced a common challenge: the need for development. The Indonesian city of Bandung has an unmistakable European ambiance. Because of this, it's popularly called the Paris of Java. It was in Bandung that, in April 1955, the historic first Asian-African conference was held. The meeting gave rise to the Bandung spirit, the essence of which is greater unity among the developing countries. This is the origin of South-South cooperation.
南南合作什么特点呢？它开创了一个新的合作的模式。过去是发达国家跟发展中国家、宗主国跟殖民地之间的关系，这个是不平等的。南南合作第一条平等，我们都是平等独立国家，我们在这个平等基础上开展合作，这个是万隆会议开创的呀。
With time, as peace and development became issues of global concern, a consensus started to emerge that the world needed a major geo-economic link between Europe and Asia. In other words, a new Silk Road. Since the end of the Cold War, various international organizations as well as countries working either independently or together have drawn up their own plans for a new Silk Road. They include the United Nations, Russia, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Iran, South Korea, Japan, and the United States.
It is very critical nowadays to look at things that unite people. There is no one pure culture. Always there have been influences, and we need to know more about each other's cultures. We need to look at history with the eyes of what lessons we can to take from history in order to move into the future economic development, prosperity, but also of what unites and what bounds people as common humanity.
When it comes to development, aspirations tend to focus on new places and new perspectives. China, as the eastern hub of the Silk Road, inevitably has a major influence on the routes development. The Silk Road reached its lowest ebb in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, at a time when China faced a struggle for survival. In 1949, with the founding of the People's Republic, China's history as a semi-colonial, semi-feudal society came to an end. In the course of the next 30 years, it established an independent national economy. Subsequently, the adoption of the reform and opening policy in the late 1970s has boosted the country's overall strength, its economic power in particular. China ranked as the world's 10th biggest economy in terms of GDP in 1978. Having overtaken Germany in 2008 and Japan in 2010, it is now the second largest after the United States. In 1978, China's GDP accounted for 1.8% of the global total. The figure rose to 11.5% in 2012 and 13.5% in 2015. For many years, China has contributed over 25% of global economic growth annually. In 1978, China's foreign exchange reserve
I think China in the last 35 years has learnt to think big. First of all, you decided to think big domestically. And when I lived here 30 years ago, it was summarized as 对内改革，对外开放。8个字. That is, to reform domestically and to open the door internationally. Now, that became a very big vision, and we know where the results are.
The China-Belarus industrial park occupies a 90 square kilometer site near Minsk National Airport. The park's focus is high-tech industries, including fine chemistry, biopharmaceuticals, machinery manufacturing, and the military. The site will eventually be developed into a new industrial city based on the model of the China-Singapore Suzhou Industrial Park.
Для нас, учитывая то, что придут сюда компании самые высокотехнологичные Китайской Народной Республики и других стран, это гигантский скачок в технологиях. И вы знаете, ведь сюда не все товары повезут, и не все комплектующие изделия повезут для того, чтобы создать готовый продукт. Это серьезная выгода для нас, для Китая и, конечно же, для этого всего региона, прежде всего Европейского Союза. Потому что Китай будет поставлять сюда самую передовую продукцию. Это выгодно будет и для Европейского Союза.
During the annual Hajj of 2014, the brand new metro system operated for 158 hours non-stop. In this time, it carried 3.8 million pilgrims. The system was built by a Chinese company. The metro, by significantly easing the traffic pressure created by the huge influx of pilgrims, effectively removed 12,000 buses from the streets. In Algeria, with its arid climate, there are many areas with insufficient water for drinking and irrigation. Since the 1980s, Chinese companies have been helping Algeria to build several large-scale water facilities. They include a 2,500 cubic meter capacity water project in Algiers, an irrigation system covering 30,000 hectares of farmland. With Chinese assistance, drinking water systems have also been installed
الشركات الصينية حقيقة ساهمت بصفة قوية منذ عدة سنوات في إنجاز مشاريع عدة، والشركات الصينية شاركت بصفة قوية من جانب الكريم ومن جانب الكيف كذلك، فهذا شيء إيجابي. كل الجزائريين لاحظوا هذا الشيء.
China, for its rejuvenation, is relying on the world, while the development of the world depends on the rise of China. Over the past decade, China has seen its trade with Central Asia, West Asia, North Africa, and Southeast Asia grow on average 19% annually. Its investment in the same regions has been increasing at a rate of 46%. China is now the largest trading partner, export market, and source of investment in these regions. The destiny, interests, and responsibilities of China and the world are becoming more closely interwoven.
I don't know exactly what it will look like because it's being built. It has to recognize that the system of world order that existed in the 19th, early 20th century was a European invention. And China has had its views of world order. Islam has had views of world order. And we now have to find a way of doing one of two things, of making these varied concepts compatible with each other.
First of all, as an Italian, this is memory of history, you know. The Silk Road was from Venice to China, and now it's coming back. Well, we needed quite a few centuries to do it, but at last it happened, you know.
Евразийского экономического союза, куда входит 5 стран сейчас, обсуждали эту возможность, и все высказались за развитие нашего сотрудничества с Китаем в рамках идеи председателя Си Цзиньпиня по развитию экономического пояса шелкового.
I think that this is a very valuable initiative which brings closer many important players in Asia, Central Asia, Eurasia, and Europe. I think that that's a very valuable thing to do.
China, as a result of its economic restructuring and upgrading, is becoming increasingly involved in regional cooperation. Its position is being enhanced by the Belt and Road Initiative and by its rising profile in Asia. Since the 1990s, Asia, with its average annual increase of 6%, has been an engine of global economic growth. Still, the region's development faces some major challenges. Some of Asia's leading economies, including China, need to alter their growth models if they are to negotiate the middle-income trap on their way to ultimate prosperity. Meanwhile, with almost 700 million people still living in poverty, or 65% of the world's total, Asia still has a long way to go before eliminating poverty and the developmental imbalance. China and the rest of Asia share a common destiny, and cooperation between China and other Asian countries meets their common needs. When the Asian people are able to achieve peace and development through cooperation, a community of common destiny will emerge in their joint pursuit of their dreams.
Je crois que c'est une grande initiative pour le XXIe siècle. C'est une initiative qui a surpris beaucoup de gens par son ambition et par l'imagination qu'elle incarne. Quand on lit attentivement le livre de M. Xi Jinping, on n'est pas surpris de voir que l'Asie est une priorité pour la Chine. La Chine veut avoir des bonnes relations avec ses voisins et la Chine a une vision d'un monde multipolaire avec un équilibre entre les pôles. Donc, il n'est pas surprenant que les autorités chinoises cherchent un projet qui, d'une part, fédère, rassemble l'Asie et qui, d'autre part, ouvre l'Asie sur le monde.
From a global perspective, the 21st century has been dominated by made-in-China products. In 2009, China became the world's largest exporter of commodities. It has remained the world's leading manufacturer ever since, accounting for 1/7 of global trade in industrial products. The competitive Chinese products already proving popular worldwide, the country's high-end manufacturing sectors have gradually been establishing their own dominance in telecommunications, high-speed railways, shipping, nuclear power, and other areas of equipment manufacturing. The country accounts for 1/3 of global output. The Belt and Road Initiative covers Asia, Europe, and Africa, as well as the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Most of the countries along the two routes are emerging or developing economies. The Belt and Road, China, with its competitive industries and robust capacity, is aiming to create new models of cooperation with other countries. This will help Chinese products, equipment, and technologies to find a place in other markets, and will also open the Chinese market to the resources from its partner countries.
It is a challenging initiative. It's a big initiative, but again, I think it goes together with China new phase in economic development, the rebalancing, the domestic rebalancing, and the go global.
More than 30 years after China launched its reform and opening, the Belt and Road Initiative is addressing its domestic need to promote all-round opening and development. The Silk Road Economic Belt extends from China's western hinterland across Eurasia. The 21st century maritime Silk Road extends to the Pacific and Indian Oceans from China's east coast. coast to Europe via the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean on one. On another, China will connect with the South Pacific via the South China Sea.
我们双向选择，就是一带一路沿线国家和我们确定了若干个支点国家，在中亚、在西亚、在东南亚、在南亚在非洲，确定了若干个支点的国家。那么，同时呢，又共同商量明确了一批标志性的项目。
The story of China is a story of change. We tell the story because we believe what happens here makes the world different every day.
Life is a journey of discovering different perspectives. We are young, open-minded, and dynamic. We push the envelope and think out of the box.
CCTV News is one of the voices in the world, and our voice is new and loud.
I am from America, but I live and work in China. Great powers have big stories. CCTV News is watching closely.
I like sharp but informed opinions. Television is not just a show. We deliver a voice of reason through balanced dialogue and very tough discussions. We believe ideas matter.
From emerging powers to expanding partnerships, from fighting poverty to combating climate change, booming economies, war-ravaged nations, and everything in between. We capture the changes affecting the most dynamic and diverse continent on the planet, taking you beyond the headlines to the people and their stories. Asia Today, delivering Asia to the world.